I know you're married to a veteran, and there are many veterans in this audience and parents of active duty service. For the moms and dads out there, given your time as a combat correspondent, last week we had two carrier battle groups in the Red Sea. Well, nobody else will help us. None of our quote-unquote allies will be there. Under attack by the Houthis, the shipping lanes, and we had incoming by the same the different branch of Persian militia in Iraq. I think they had 20 different attacks on the basis. How can a Secretary of Defense? I mean, like, how could they not talk to each other? How could it not become evident by Wednesday of last week that Lloyd Austin wasn't around? This is what boggles my mind. American troops are under fire in a kinetic situation. Lara, help me out. How could nobody know that the guy's not around?
Well, is that even true, Steve? Did they not know, that the guy wasn't around? I'm not even sure that that's true. But what I would tell you is this is consistent with what we have seen from this administration. They're not concerned about defending the borders of the United States, as you've covered on this show over and again. They're not concerned about defending American soldiers abroad. Now, there are elements within this administration. You got to look at what General Charlie Flynn is doing over in the Pacific, right? I mean, there are people that are fighting very, very hard. But what's obvious is that their leadership is doing everything it can to weaken the United States. Why? Because that is consistent with an open borders ideology. You cannot have open borders and have strong nation states. Open borders, literally, when you follow the ideology through to its conclusion, not the watered down version that they sell so that people will be deceived. When you go to the end of it, open borders means one world, just like we have in the digital world. That means no nation states. That's why nationalism and any sort of national pride and patriotism is regarded as terrorism by these people. So what we see is whether it's handing Afghanistan over to terrorists and creating a massive terrorist state in a critical part of the world, or whether it's, whether it's what they do with Israel, whatever it is, wherever they're doing it, they consistently take action that weakens the United States.